Stop scrolling. Learn this important information and you'll never struggle to hit the golf ball airborne. What's the first thing I tell my students when they come for a golf lesson? Beginners, well, all people who've been playing for a while. Anyone who's struggling to get the ball in the air needs to hear this. Golf balls have dimples and they're there for a reason. If you were to try and hit a golf ball without any dimples, it wouldn't fly. So these dimples are designed to create lift and drag, and it's designed it's to do with having backspin. Yeah, I'm not talking about a spin that makes the ball spin back. Yeah, that can happen, but that's more about the ball and the greens you're playing on and what country you're playing in. But the ball has to spin back to lift. Yeah, and that's why each golf club has different lofts. Yeah, and we have grooves on the face. So the idea is to get the golf club into the ball, so the ball squeezes into the grooves, creates the backspin, and that creates the lift. Loft on the golf club gives us more spin or less spin. Yes, it affects the trajectory, so the trajectory does start higher, but it also imparts more spin. Yeah, so if you're struggling to get the ball in the air, ask yourself, do I hit a divot? If you don't hit a divot, you need to try and start hitting a divot. And I'm not saying behind the ball, but where the ball is, the divot should start just from underneath the ball. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, I always say to everyone, I'm not going to really teach you how to hit the floor. Just have a go at a few practice swings and work on seeing whether you can hit the floor. And it's not harder into the floor. It's not a harder hit into the floor. It's not a faster swing to hit the floor. You've got to allow gravity to help a little bit on the way down, but to hit the floor, the weight has to be on the front foot. Being back there, you'll probably hit the floor, but miles behind the ball. But the biggest switch will be is mindset. You're not trying to help any ball into the air, apart from maybe the driver because it's teed up and it's got hard in your loft and no grooves on the face. So start thinking, I am not helping this into the air. And you can start this with chipping. Chipping, we're not trying to hit the ball in the air. It does go in the air, but we're not trying to help it. We're not trying to add loft. So we've got to feel like when you get into impact, we're in a position where the weight's forward and we're actually hitting down. So your dynamic loft will be nearly half of what the actual loft is. So if the loft is 34 degrees, your launch angle will probably be low 20s. Yeah, it doesn't mean, so it means we've got to come in with shaft lean if you look at the maths, okay? So work on doing a few practice swings, making sure you get the weight through. And you can see I'm not forcing it. Weight through, hit the floor. Yeah? And then you'll find that effortless hit that goes airborne because you're hitting the ball well, not hard. Yeah, so just work on trying to hit a divot. Yeah, shift your weight and just work on feeling like you're hitting the floor. Don't move back to your heels and lift up. Stay over the ball and feel like you're going to hit the floor. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on.